What if I told you Hollywood almost never became the movie capital of the world? That the global empire of cinema we know today was born out of lawsuits, runaways, and a desperate search for sunshine? Welcome to Hollywood Hush, and today, we're diving into the untold history of how a dusty little Los Angeles neighborhood transformed into the beating heart of film. It all began in the early 1900s. Back then, filmmakers were fleeing the East Coast, escaping Thomas Edison's strict patent controls on film equipment. They needed freedom, sunshine, and space. Los Angeles offered all three. Cheap land, good weather, and varied landscapes, from beaches to mountains, made it the perfect place to shoot movies year-round. By 1910, the first movie was filmed in Hollywood, a short production called Untold, California. Within a decade, the area exploded. Small production companies transformed into major studios: Paramount, Universal, Warner Brothers, and MGM. The silent film era was born, with stars like Charlie Chaplin, Mary Pickford, and Buster Keaton captivating audiences worldwide. Then came the 1920s, and with them, sound. The Jazz Singer in 1927 was the first feature-length talkie, and it revolutionized cinema. Overnight, silent films became outdated, and a new era of Hollywood glamour began. The 1930s and 40s, often called the Golden Age of Hollywood, brought us classics like Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, and The Wizard of Oz. Movie theaters became cultural landmarks, and stars were treated like royalty. But behind the glitz was control. The studio system owned not just the actors, but the theaters too, dictating every aspect of the business. That grip began to crack in the 1950s, with television rising as a new rival. Hollywood had to adapt, investing in color films, widescreen formats, and bold epics like Ben-Hur and Cleopatra. The 1960s and 70s brought rebellion. The old system collapsed, making way for what we now call New Hollywood. Directors like Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, and Steven Spielberg redefined storytelling with raw realism and groundbreaking blockbusters. Movies like Jaws and Star Wars didn't just entertain. They created the modern idea of the summer blockbuster. By the 1990s and 2000s, Hollywood was a multi-billion-dollar industry. Technology transformed filmmaking again, with CGI creating worlds we could only dream of before. Franchises like Harry Potter, The Lord of the Rings, and The Avengers dominated screens, while independent films found new life through festivals like Sundance. Today, Hollywood is at a crossroads. Streaming platforms like Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon have rewritten the rules. Theaters compete with living rooms, and global audiences shape what stories get told. Yet, despite the changes, one thing remains the same. Hollywood is still the place where dreams, myths, and movie magic come alive. From silent reels to streaming screens, Hollywood's history is more than just entertainment. It's the story of how imagination built an empire. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of Hollywood's past, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Hollywood Hush for more hidden stories from behind the silver screen. And don't forget to ring the bell, so you never miss the next hush-hush tale.